Any other members of the public who wish to comment? Okay, seeing none, that concludes our public comment. We will proceed to the next item, which is the consent calendar.
Yes, Vice President Affelt, members of the board, prior to the board taking action on the consent calendar, staff would like item number 5 on the consent calendar pulled and acted upon separately. The declaration is something that needs to be taken up as a separate item by the board, so if we can remove it from consent and for the board to take a roll call vote on that item separate from the other items on the consent calendar, the staff would appreciate that.
Okay, do I hear a motion to, is your recommendation to put it on the regular agenda at the next board meeting then? Is that part of what we should?
Well, I think for the purpose of this evening, if you can pull that item and act upon it, and we will affirm with the county that that is acceptable to them. If not, we will then have to bring it back again.
I see. So,
Okay, so Ms. Harrell, our HR director, has indicated that that is acceptable to the county.
so it's, we're considering it independently.
Yes, that's correct. If the
yeah.
board can take a separate roll call vote on that item. It's not unusual for districts at this time of year to ask the boards to adopt this declaration in anticipation that there'll be positions we'll need to fill that will be hard to fill positions.
Let's first. I'd like to address it last among the various items that are currently listed on the consent item calendar. But let's first just remove it from the consent calendar. Do I have a motion to do so?
So I move that we pull item 6.
Item 5.
5, I'm sorry, item 5.
I'll second.
Okay. Any objections? None. Okay. So, any other items that anyone would like to pull from the consent calendar? I'd like to pull 2 and 4 and 6 as well. Any others?
With 1 and 3, no.
Okay.
You okay with 1 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I can just.
So why don't we move on? You want to move on?
Yeah, I move to approve 1 and 3.
I'll second.
Okay.
Move on to item 2.
Yeah. Ms. Emery, you want to take a roll call on items 1 and 3?
Two and three or one?
1 and 3.
1 and 3.
Warrants and the minutes.
Member Affelt.
Aye.
Member Ash.
Yes.
Member Pats.
Aye.
Okay. So looking at item 2, by my recollection, we did measure AA after the 2 closed session report outs and before the appointment of the superintendent, not where it's currently reflected.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah, I mean, my minutes are not downloading, but item AA, the measure AA discussion, we did after the 2 closed session report outs and before the appointment of the superintendent, who is not yet here.
Correct.
So I would move to adopt the minutes, item 2 with that amendment.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.